We're here at the end of the Grand Concourse celebrating Viva Bronx. It's a huge day of music, arts, and entertainment. It's all right here in Mott Haven, and it's all right here on Bronx Magazine.
We do what we like. We do what we could. In the end, it's all good in my Bronx backyard.
Alrighty, well, joining me now is Dr. Dolores Fernandez. She is the president of Hostos Community College and one of the chief architects of Viva Bronx. Doctor, do me a favor, it's an incredible day out here on the concourse. Tell us a little about your plans and what's the goals of Viva Bronx?
Viva Bronx is the beginning of hopefully an annual event that will get the message out to all of New York City that the Bronx is a beautiful place to be. It's what's happening now is here in the Bronx, and we are the gateway to the Bronx. The thing that's going on that's positive about the Bronx is happening right here in this area of the Bronx.
Far in the last 15 years, Mott Haven itself has undergone a tremendous renaissance, and as Hostos has been a big part of that. Talk about some of the different elements that some of the changes that has happened down here that people may not know about.
Well, I think if you just walk around the Bronx down here in the Mott Haven, you'll see the changes. I've known this area for many, many years, and I have seen the changes.
Quite a few artists have relocated to the southern tip of the area. So Viva Bronx becomes an entity that will celebrate the existence of culture here. It's also the gateway to the Bronx. People come to the Bronx, have to come through Viva Bronx.
Alrighty, well, Viva Bronx is in full swing right now. It's an unbelievable, just a great vibe that's going on here, much like the rest of the Bronx. Joining me now is Wally Edgecombe. He's the director of the Hostos Center for Arts and Culture and also one of the chief architects of Viva Bronx. Wally, do me a favor. One of the prevailing themes of Viva Bronx is talking about this area as being the gateway to the Bronx. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Well, it's actually celebrating the gateway to America because, you know, after Ellis Island, so many people ended up here in this community, which was a portal to American society for generation after generation of immigrants. Not only that, but we take the name from, or that image of the gateway because we're at the southern end of the Grand Concourse, southern end of the South Bronx, and you know, it's the gateway to the mainland, so to speak, from Manhattan and the rest of New York City.
Now, today's festival kind of merges a lot of different, it's of course the music, there's a lot of vendors, but there's also a very, very big arts element of this. Talk about why that was important to you.
Well, because we're smack dab, right smack dab in the middle of what they're calling now the Bronx Cultural Corridor. You know, Hostos Community College with its 2 theaters and gallery, and then right around the corner from us is the Pregones Theater, which will be opening up in November. And you know, there are all sorts of artists moving into the community. The Bronx Museum is just a mile up the concourse, so you know, the people who make decisions and on where resources go and all that are talking about the Bronx Cultural Corridor, and I kind of like the name.
It's a great name, you know. After 2 years of your planning, it's finally come to fruition. Share me your thoughts as you're looking out here on the concourse and seeing this all come together today.
Well, it's great. It's a great relief to get it going, like you said, after 2 years of struggle and planning and all that. And it's just the beginning. Let's hope that there'll be others after us that'll keep the tradition alive and celebrate this wonderful community.
Well, based on today, I'm sure just like many great Bronx events, Bronx Magazine and Bronx Net will be right here with you for many years to come for Viva Bronx. Well, I know you got a lot to do, so I'll let you get back to Viva Bronx, and I'll let you get back to Viva Bronx as well. All right, well, let's head over to the main stage. They're going to attempt to set a record, the world's largest electric slide line. Let's see if they make it. Electric slide fell a little short, but it was a very good effort. Don't go away, we'll have plenty more Bronx Magazine right after these messages. Well, that's just about going to do it here from Mott Haven and the Viva Bronx Festival. Many thanks to the organizers here from Hostos Community College and all the great sponsors of today's tremendous event. From Mott Haven.
We do what we could. In the end, it's all good in my Bronx backyard.